Power 94 WJTT. It's your girl, Donna K here. What's going on, Chattanooga? Today, we have a special guest in the building, Chattanooga native fine artist, Genesis the Greykid. Is it safe to call you art royalty right now?
You just call me Genesis.
How are you doing?
I'm doing great.
Good.
Yeah.
So I really wanted to get to know more about you. And for those who haven't been paying attention, I'm going to put you on some game. But before we get into artwork, how did you come up with the name Genesis the Greykid?
So it was given to me a really long time ago, like 2002. A really, really close friend of mine, he gave it to me. And Greykid kind of came like maybe 2005. A lot of people that I was around, a lot of people I was talking to, there was, we kept seeing a common thread of like, we're young, we have a vast imagination, but we also, we're a lot of old souls, so we ride in 63 Lincoln Continentals playing Al Green at like 19, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, we had old souls, but we were super young. So we felt like kids, we felt like kids with gray hair. So it just, like Greykid just kind of came about.
Okay. Well, I've been trying to cover up my gray. I feel like that actually now.
Oh, it's a crown, you know. It's a blessing to grow older.
It is.
Know? A lot of people don't get the chance, so.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's true. So like I said, you guys, I'm going to put you on some game. Genesis the Greykid, he's been an art inspiration to people all over the world, worked on many projects, including one with Kanye West. And get this, he had a painting that incorporated 500 diamonds and sold for a record price of $87,000. Now, which I read was like 10 times the estimated price.
Yeah.
Yeah, walk me through making that piece and how you felt when it sold.
Yeah, so with auctions, the artists like an auction, like a big auction house like Sotheby's or Phillips or, Bonhams. There's not a lot. It's like a few big auction houses. But you can't just submit it. It has to be submitted by someone or like a institution or something.
Okay.
So the person that commissioned the piece, he paid a lot less than that to commission it. He paid like $20,000 for it privately. And he told me he wanted to put it in the auction. And I was cool with it because I have buyers that are always looking for something new that I'm making. So I was confident that we can have some bids on it. And when he put it in, he told me they was putting it in at $7,000. And I was kind of like, oh, bro, why? Like, you know what I mean? And he said it was like a come and get me price or whatever he explained. And
they came and got.
Oh man, it like took off. There's a lot of homies in Asia actually I was really surprised because I've never been to Asia. I've never had an exhibition in Asia.
Yeah.
But after that auction, I had a lot of new Asian clients hitting me up wanting some art.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
They was running it up, but a guy in Louisiana ended up buying the whole thing.
That's dope.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
He really good people. His family used to own Converse back in the 80s.
Really?
Yeah, he real good people.
Now, did you expect your art to, I guess, inspire or connect or resonate with so many people, especially not just here, but all over the world, as you say?
Well, I mean, I never really make art for people unless it's a commission. I always just paint as a reminder to myself. So what I'm painting is something that I'm going through that I just got to get out of me.
Okay.
Whether I'm happy or sad or whatever the case is, I always paint for me first.
Yeah.
And it's like a release. So if people love it, cool. If they don't, that's okay too. You know, we still be homies.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We still be cool.
Yeah. So when did you know art was your calling? Like, this is what you wanted to do? Or that you probably just knew that you could draw or paint?
Yeah, I think just having great parents that reminded me that I could do things that I could push beyond conventions. I could do things that was outside of the neighborhood. So, like, in the neighborhood that I spent a lot of time in Virginia Beach. Shout out to Little Creek.
Okay.
Like, I spent a lot of time like rapping because the people I was around, a lot of guys was in hip hop. We like beating on tables and rapping. And I was always kind of sketching, but I just wasn't around anybody doing it. But when you have a support system around you that's encouraging you, like always rooting for you,
right?
It emboldens you to make jumps and leaps that you don't even know you can do yet. So it wasn't like I knew I was going to be an artist. I just think I knew who I was really early. And that just gave me a lot of confidence. Like, so if I'm going to go in this direction, it's going to be all me.
Yeah.
Like if I become a chef, you'll still taste the art. I'm just cooking now. If I make you a drink, I'm a bartender.
Yeah.
You're still going to get the art is still going to be in the drink.
Right.
I just got a different outfit
things
on. Yeah.
Now, even though you name those things, are those like any of his skill sets?
Oh,
cooking
yeah.
and making drinks?
I cook. Yeah. I cook.
Really?
Yeah.
What's your favorite thing to cook? Or what's the last thing that you cooked?
Last night I made some salmon with some like blistered tomatoes with these like peppers and okra. I love okra.
Ooh.
And I got this like butter sauce that I made and put it on there. It was good.
It sounds good.
Yeah, it was fire with some potatoes.
Well, me, I kind of impressed myself last night.
Oh,
I
what'd
made
you make?
stuffed mushrooms.
Okay.
Stuffed seafood mushrooms.
Nice.
So I had some leftover crab cakes, and then I chopped up some shrimp, stuffed it in there, made some
you
stir
from
fry.
Maryland, crab cakes. Yeah, y'all got the
Man.
best crab. I mean, it's hard
Seafood,
to
period.
beat. I can't say period. Have you been to Charleston?
No.
Charleston seafood.
Okay.
It's different. It's
I'm going to have to
different.
check
It's
it
crazy.
out.
Maryland still got the best crab cakes I ever had,
Okay.
but all the other fish.
Really?
Oh my goodness.
Okay, I'm going to have to try it, and then I'm going to
It's
get back to
so
you on
good.
that.
Yeah, Charleston is hands down. It's amazing.
Okay, so what was the first thing that you drew, if you can remember? far back?
It was my hand. It was it was my left hand.
Really?
Yeah.
Were you just like, let me draw this?
Well, they was making all the kids like trace their hand, and I was like, well, I don't want my hand to do that. I want my hand to do like this. And so I was trying to draw that.
Yeah.
I spent like a year drawing hands. Like that's all I drew. No faces.
Really?
Nothing else. Just hands. And then from hands, I started like leaning on my imagination more. I was drawing monsters and all that stuff.
Okay. Now, would you say, like, speaking of like monsters and that your drawing comes from within, is it coming from your feelings? Is it coming from what you're going through in life currently at this time, or a relationship? Like, what is the inspiration behind your artwork?
Yeah, I mean, it's a little bit of all of that. It's similar to like imagine there's somebody really, really close to you that you hold dear, and they've invited you like into their most intimate space in their heart. Like you can tell them anything, and they can tell you anything.
Yeah.
And whatever you went through the night before, or whenever before you approach the canvas, in this metaphor, your friend, it's like you just sitting down with your friend and talking to them, and they just listening.
Yeah.
And you're like, yo, you won't believe this. Like, okay, so last night, right, I was like, that's kind of how it feels. It feels like I'm talking with a friend, and I'm getting it out.
Yeah.
And sometimes the canvas will challenge me back. I'll get it out, but it doesn't quite come out the way I want it to. And so now I have to like pick up my own idea.
Yeah.
And look at it like, all right, wait a minute, maybe I'm looking at this wrong. There's been times where I'm doing this piece, but I'm thinking about something that happened like 8 years ago. And then I realized, oh, wait, I was the bad guy in this scenario. Like, oh, man, okay, I had it. So now I got to go back because I got to keep it honest.
Yeah.
And fine art, to me, is really just honesty. If as long as you can be honest in the work, fine art is very broad. But I think the trouble is we're so malnourished of love and a lot of these other things.
Absolutely.
That we'll just kind of manufacture the packaging instead of like a real substance inside of it. And so they're selling the package instead of the truth. and then you get it and you taste it and you're like, yo, this stuff is something's missing, you know. So that's kind of how I approach it, like you would your friend.
Yeah, I get a lot of self-reflection in that. Now, would you say, like, touching on that instance where you said you were drawing and you felt like now you realize you were the bad guy in that sense, did you feel the need to make amends with that situation with anybody who was involved in that?
Yeah, I reached out to him and apologized.
Really?
Yeah, on Twitter. Because I didn't have their number no more.
Yeah. Do you have a lot of instances like that when you're like making work and things like that happen?
No, fortunately, I just had some great examples growing up around me. So I didn't veer too far off the tracks. But there, you know, everybody do their thing sometimes.
Yeah.
And growing up, I think I just kind of lost focus a little bit. And so, yeah, I apologize. And I'm happy that in that experience, I haven't had to do that a lot.
Good.
Because to have to do that a lot, I think would take a toll on
you.
Oh, yeah. It'd have to, I'm assuming, you know?
Yeah. Well, good. Continue to be a good person.
I mean, try my best, you know?
So, what is your typical creative process like from start to finish?
You know what's crazy? It's like there used to be a process in the very beginning. There's a process. But then you get to a place where it's just gotta be good. You gotta create at a high level all the time. And then when you get inspired and, you know, it falls from the sky and it lands upon you, then you create something that even surprises you. And those are those great moments.
Yeah.
Those masterpieces. But for the most part, a lot of it just becomes a part of your nervous system. It's like an extra limb that you grow from yourself, and you can't really separate it. It's like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, it's just natural. It's like nature. It's just extra
like
arms, extra you. It's extra just you.
Yeah, but in the very beginning, it's like, all right, I got my canvas. Okay, I got my brushes. All right, like it was all it is. Now, I'll go in intentionally without all the necessary tools because it always forces me to you know, grow beyond the limit. So if I need, you know, 15 different colors, I might only come in with 2 or 3. Like I gotta figure this out. Maybe I'll grab like some ashes from here or some dirt or some red wine. Okay, I got some red wine. All right, let me mix this with like a scientist almost.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Now with that, like for someone who's never, I don't think I'm a great drawer. My stick figures are trash. So is it more of, would you say to be an artiste, is it more of passion or technique?
I think it just goes back to truth. It's like, I know, so Gardy, he's a phenomenal and brilliant art dealer, and he really protects artists. He's out of New York. He's from Haiti, Gardy St. Flair, great brother. He represents some of the biggest fine artists in the world, and half of them never went to school for it. The other half went to school for it. Some had to sleep on park benches. Some come from like families where they never had to work. Like, I think it's just more about what are you saying? Yeah. We live in a world where there's a lot of stuff in the window but nothing in the room. And so people really just want to know, what are you saying? Before you die, what is it that you're trying to communicate? And you know, in the hopes that it helps whoever, you know, is moved by it. So fine art tends to be... my wife, Corinne, she uses this terminology, strong or weak. She doesn't say, oh, this is bad, this is good. She's just like, oh, this is really strong. Like there was a gravitational pull within this painting that it moved her to it. And then she'll look at another and say, oh, no, this one isn't as strong. But she will never say it's bad because someone else will look at it and burst into tears, you know?
Yeah. It's all perspective.
Yeah, but if you're being honest in the work, whether people love it or not, they will appreciate the step you took to get out there with it. So even your stick figure, if you're just being real, upfront and just honest with whatever you're trying to say in this stick figure, it could be easily a work of art.
Man, I'm gonna start framing it.
Hey, yeah, go for it.
Give it to my mom.
Yeah.
All right, so I hear you are working on something big. You have an exhibit coming up. Tell me more about it.
Yeah, May 16th, from 6 to 8 p.m., we're having a solo exhibition at the Walden Club, which is a membership club, but for this night, no membership required. Anybody can pull up. Most of my shows are private, but this is my hometown.
We get the exclusive.
I want people that love curiosity, that love beauty, and people celebrating each other. This is a homecoming. I haven't had a show here publicly since like 2019. And so then COVID hit. Yeah. And I got married. We went on like a...
Congratulations!
Appreciate you. We went on a 1 and 6 month honeymoon. Okay. We just got in the car. We was like, well, it's COVID anyway. So we just got in a car and just drove. And we went to a lot of cities. I mean, too many to name. Some we stayed a week. Some we stayed 3-4 months. If we like Charleston was a vibe. We stayed there like 2 months. LA was 4 months, but then there was some places in between that was kind of sketchy where we just slid back out after the next day.
Yeah. Hey, that's an experience right there.
It was a good time. It was a great time. And so that's why with this show, I just wanted to show some people I got a lot of love for in the city, what I've been up to, what I've been pouring my heart into. And, for the homies that own businesses or that collect art, there'd be a lot there if you want to add something to your collection.
Now, without spoiling it, because I'm definitely nosy, what is the concept or inspiration behind the exhibit?
I think it's I don't know how this theme is going to sound, but it's kind of almost, I don't know if you've heard this phrase, pray with your feet moving. Have you heard that phrase before?
No, but it just reminds me of like faith without works is dead. Like you can't.
Yeah, it's kind of just but the title of it is Through the Gray, and a lot of my solo exhibitions are titled Through the Gray, and it's just it's through this ambiguity. It's through ideas that I'm wrestling with. There's some things that I'm certain about. There's some things that I still don't understand about myself, that I'm still learning. Yeah. And people get to witness that through the work. So there are times where I'm lost and you'll see it on the art. And there's times where I know exactly where I am. Yeah. And you see that. But all of it is tied back to my spirituality. Not to get too specific, prayer and all of that stuff is very important to me. Very. Yeah.
Very. Oh my goodness. Now, for people who may have like never been to an art exhibit before or have just been following you for years, what can they expect when they come in there?
Oh man, a good time. Okay. Yeah, I mean it's gonna be a lot of art. It's a big space. There's a lot of windows. I think it's the tallest building in Chattanooga. And there's a full menu. It's a great restaurant up there. So you'll have the exhibit, but on the left wing, if you want to sit down and you don't feel like leaving, you can order like whatever you want. There'll be wine and everything. So if you just want to vibe and listen to the music, you can do that. If you want to look at some art, it'll be there.
Oh my goodness.
But I'm excited about the people in the room. I got a lot of really solid, beautiful people that are flying in to be at the show.
Look at that.
It's going to be a really good time.
Amen. You got some good stuff. So, it's worth flying out for.
There's some good people pulling up. If you're free, I'd love to see you there.
I'm going, okay? I just wrote this stuff down.
That's what's up.
I'm going. I'm literally thinking about who I'm going to invite to come with me. I'm going. We're going to be there. It's going to be
a good time.
Chattanooga, we going to be there.
Yeah.
Is there like... Again, without giving too much, is there one piece that you feel, I guess, that you hold really dear to your heart? That's
yeah, for sure. I mean, a lot of them.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if this is going to get me in trouble or not, but it's a lot like kids. And I know a lot of parents don't want to admit it. But I think every parent kind of sort of has
a favorite.
Sort of kind of, you know what I mean? Like, or maybe we don't say the word favorite, but like they got a kid they relate to the most. And so when I look at my kids, my art, there are a few where I walk in, I'm like, because we just it connects like so intensely. Where there's others that I created, but I've already moved beyond that space.
Oh,
and so I related to it in 2023.
Right.
But this piece has been in New York. It just came back to Chattanooga. I haven't looked at it in 2 years. I'm 2 years forward now, so it's like I love it, but it's like it don't pull me the same.
You've outgrown it a little bit.
Yeah. Well, I'm not even outgrown. It's just different. Like I still love you.
Yeah.
You're different. My other kid, he paint. You don't paint. You want to play. You play rugby. I don't know the rules on rugby.
It's giving redheaded stepchild at this point.
But it's kind of like that with art. So most times I won't say I have a favorite. But secretly, I think every artist kind of connects to certain painters more than the others.
Yeah. Has there ever been a piece, or even now, that you're like, I can't sell this?
Oh, yeah. I had a show. Oh, you mean out of love or out of like?
Out of love.
Man, I don't like this one.
No, I love it. Like, can't nobody have this?
Nah. I got. We travel. We move around. I got bills to pay. Nah, it's for sale. Like you want your child to move out of the house and to get a job and to, you want your kids to go off. To keep my art hostage, to me would be like keeping my child hostage. Like, yo, you've been sitting here for a year or two. You ready? You ready to get up out of here?
That's interesting.
That's just kind of how I look at it. That's how I had to look at it, because and I do have some homies that hold a lot of their art and they don't sell it, but they got jobs, so they can kind of do that.
Yeah,
I'm all the way
like,
out.
I gotta make a living.
Man, I'm out here.
Okay,
since 2010. You know what I'm saying? So,
but God is clearly, it's been working. Okay, this is what you're called to do, because you've been sustained since then. That's
God
15.
is the first 3 years I was couch surfing,
Hey, it happens.
That's that part of the journey. I think helped equip me with the necessary tools that I needed to be able to still be extremely happy with $10 in my bank account. Yeah. When I first started, I went 9 months, I think, where I only made $150. 9 months. And I was ghostwriting music, so I had a lot of clients that I was pitching, but it's like ghostwriting is crazy.
Yeah.
Be like, yo, go back and rewrite this, man. I need you to make this sound harder. It's like, bro. Take it easy. Take it easy, bro. But, that was its own thing. So I did 3 years, 4 years of that. And it got to the point where I was like, man, I'm always drawing in here. This ghostwriting, I mean, I love writing, I love poetry, I love hip hop, but with the art, it's just me and the art. If you want to buy it, this is how much it costs. If you don't want to buy it, that's okay. In music, it was like I was, I ain't gonna say his name, but I was doing some work at a Kid Cudi studio. We had it for a week. And they were trying to just throw so much, this was my song. They were kind of, Atlantic Records was kind of courting me a little bit. And so they wanted me to, do these 3 songs. Da-da-da. Man, after I finished the song, 5 people was trying to get points on the record. Yo, throw a gunshot in there. I'm like, that's not even me. What are you talking about, throw a gunshot?
Yeah.
It's it was so many extra people in the room trying to get a piece of the song. And then they was making me try to write the song in a different direction. Do this for the label, and then you can make some other ones for you. But then you got to get a label, another. And I was like, nah. If I'm in the kitchen and if I'm the chef, if I'm cooking, I want to prepare what's in my heart,
right,
and serve it to you. Once I saw in music that was getting more difficult, I didn't have social media at the time. I didn't have a following. I was just connected to some guys in the industry. I said, you know what? Let me pour my drive into the fine art, because I've been doing the art for so long. I just wasn't around people making a living doing it. And once I took that jump, then things started to really change.
And you never looked back.
It was no. The first 6 months I did, because I turned down the offer, but I didn't have no money in my bank account. And so when I turned it down, like a month later, I was like, did I mess up? Because like I could have got the money and I could have made the song. I worked a job before I didn't like. I worked at Food Line back in the day.
Right.
Like why? Like should I have just taken the job, do this for like 5-6 years, get my following crazy, and then go and like I thought I messed up.
Yeah.
I thought I was with somebody for 7 years. I turned down the deal. They left. Yeah, my partner.
Oh.
So like when she left, it's like,
did I make
I thought I messed up.
Yeah.
I was like, and so it really took like 6 months after saying no to money that I needed before I felt like, all right, I made the right decision.
Yeah.
And then I just had to, keep it humble for like a year and a half, 2 years.
It's okay. Now, in that time frame, were you still drawing?
Yeah, I was painting. I was hanging with creatives, trying to come up with, all right, I gotta make some money this month. All right, let me do a poetry workshop, and I'm gonna charge some of the homies that own businesses now. I'm gonna charge them a small fee for the executive team, the management, and this will help them in these like fast, dynamic environments. This will help them process things differently. Poetry helps you become more acute to other people's pain, to other people's experience, which is good for ad agencies. And so I would do stuff like that, charge a bag here, bag, and so that would sustain me. But it was like
not quite enough.
I mean, it was all right, but it wasn't like what I turned down.
Okay.
So I was still kind of like, man. And then I had my first show, and that's when like the city came out and showed me a lot of love.
Okay, that was here in Chattanooga?
Yeah, my first solo show was in Chattanooga in 2016. Okay. And it was a 2-hour show, and we did really well, and it gave me an additional like fuel in my gas tank. Because I wasn't running on fumes, but I could have. For me, I told myself I'm gonna be sleeping on a park bench, or I'm gonna do, like I'm doing it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. I'm gonna die an artist.
Yeah, I
had already established that, so that just added so much fuel to the tank. Like, so after that I was taking crazy risks.
Yes,
like whatever I had in my bank account, I would risk 99.8% of it, like all the way down to $10. If it meant I needed to be in New York for 2 months.
Yes.
And put the money up to rent this venue out.
Yes.
Just to show these homies that I got plugged in with, to show them my work. Okay, I'm going to take that risk.
Were you, at any given moment, were you like, let me call my bank and cancel this? Or let me not do this? Or you just like, okay, I made my mind up. This is what I'm doing. It's all or nothing, and it's going to work.
Yeah. I mean, after you spend like a year and a half couch surfing.
Oh, yeah.
Where you just kind of, can I crash on your couch for like a week? I won't be in the way. Like after you do that for like a year, I mean, my parents helped me out a lot. My mom be like, look, boy, I know you ain't got no money. Here go $40. Why don't you go get you something to eat? But I really had a beautiful tribe around me. Some good friends that always pour a good message into me, or that would encourage me. My brother, Sarante Royster, there'd be times I'm just out because I mean, I'm out.
Yeah.
But I'm out, but I know I ain't got no money. And he'll be like, hey, don't worry about it, man. I got you this whole week. We out this whole, I'll be like, yeah, that's what, appreciate you, man.
Yeah.
And I look at the menu, I'll be like, I think I'm gonna just take the fries and the broccoli. He's like, nah, man, get you a steak. Now, get him the steak and the shrimp and so like I had a big support system. I wasn't one of those people that ever say I made it on my own.
Yeah,
because that's just not the case. It was it took a village. A lot of loving people really helped me.
Well, I love that. Oh my gosh, I'm excited. I'm excited.
It's gonna be a good time.
Excited. We're gonna be there May 16th, 6 to 8 p.m. through the Gray with Genesis the Greykid.
Yeah.
The building again.
Man, I don't even know what the building is called. I think it's the Republic Building.
Look, we're gonna I'm into that information. We're gonna make a post. We're gonna have it all there.
Yeah, we're gonna, okay,
but
cool.
Stay tuned. I'm gonna enter it. I'm gonna enter it.
It's in the Walden Club. If you Google Walden Club, it'll pull up.
In the Walden Club. Okay, we're excited. Any last remarks on that?
Nah, man. I hope y'all have a good day. You know.
How are you preparing for it?
Oh, I mean, it's similar like to before. It's not really a preparing kind of thing. It's like walking outside. Like I don't prepare for a walk. I just walk. Same with this show.
Yeah.
It's like I'm just, the work was put in 4 years ago.
Okay.
So people are seeing like the work we did in LA, in Maine, in Charleston, in Florida, in New York.
Okay.
Like all these places where I would get a hotel and I would just paint in there for like 3-4 weeks. And I'd get another hotel, you know. So we would get hotels around the city. And when we got tired of wearing clothes, we just ship it back to my brother. He was staying in our apartment when we left. We gave him the place. We just ship it back to him, buy new clothes wherever we was going, because we like, all right, let's tap into what Charleston doing. Okay, what they wearing in Bar Harbor, Maine. Okay, what they wearing in Chicago. What they doing. So, and we love fashion, so we was like, you know, just. It wasn't too crazy. It was just, I like this. Okay, I like this. All right, we in town for 2 weeks. You know,
that's dope.
I'm a guy. I can look 4-5 sweatpants.
It's fly, though.
I'm straight. Fly. You know what I mean? So, but she would kind of get more elaborate with it, and you know, it's like every single like what's the word I'm looking for? It's like artists are like pores, like those rocks with the holes in it. So every environment I'm in, it's just flowing through.
Yes.
And so I'm excited for people. We're going to have like 30 to 40 works of art there. And I'm excited for people to see like different places my mind was in, my heart was in. There's some pieces that like, oh yeah, he was on his, okay, yeah, he was tapped in on this one. There might be some where it's like, yo, this one's kind of dark. Like, I wonder what was he going, you know? But it's all as honest as I can be.
I'm so excited. Oh my goodness. I'm excited.
This is a good time.
Now that we talked about you, talked about your artwork, talked about this event, this wonderful exhibit that we are all excited to go to, I got a game. Okay, we're going to make it a little fun. It's called Power Rapid Fire. I literally just came up with it today.
Okay.
And so I'm just going to ask you a couple preference questions like a bus or a car, and you give me your answer.
Gotcha.
But I tailor this towards your artwork.
Okay.
Because you are an artist.
Okay.
All right, so pencil or paintbrush?
Paintbrush.
Morning or late night studio sessions?
Late night.
Most used color in your palette?
Ooh, that's tough. Wow. that's tough. Yeah.
Not white, not black? Blue.
I don't even know.
Okay.
That's a good one.
First thing you do when you get artist block?
I don't get artist block.
Okay, period.
Yeah, that's that thing. I get out the way. Sometimes I gotta close my eyes on this one. I gotta feel this one out, and then I'll open. I'll be like, I knew that's where I needed to go.
Yes.
Yeah, I just get out the way. If you stay in the way, you could get the block. But if you get out the way, it's nothing to block you.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. A song that always gets you in the creative zone.
Oh, Codex by Tom York of Radiohead.
I'm gonna gonna have to I'm gonna get that from you so I can listen to it afterwards.
I got you.
See what you listening to.
It's kind of it's weird, but I got you. It's a weird song, but I got you.
Okay, last thing you sketched.
Last thing I sketched was it was a person in my mind that I've never met, and I imagine him and a friend sitting on the edge of a bank of a river. Mm-hmm. And I wrote a little message that was like sitting down with a friend looking at the clouds is by no means a waste of time type thing. Like, I think success is when you can hang with your family or your friends and you're not feeling like you're wasting any time.
Yeah.
It's there's an ease to it.
Yeah.
You know, you don't have to be rich, but I think if you have your things in order,
you feel rich. The riches is here.
Oh, absolutely.
Rich is here and here.
Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Favorite place in Chattanooga to think or reflect? And you can't say home.
I don't want to say it because I feel like if I say it, then too many people will start going there.
Okay.
But
we'll
it's a vibe. I'm gonna tell you.
Okay.
Off the air.
We're gonna keep that. It's a secret.
It's a vibe though. It's like Ireland. It's crazy.
All right. Well, sticking to that, what's your favorite place to maybe eat in Chattanooga?
Home.
I say you can't say home.
If I can't say home, I gotta. My homie Eric over at Easy Bistro. Love that restaurant.
Okay.
Woodland City is good. 50/50. What's the American one? Daniel opened up. The dude that owned, I think him and his brother owned St. John's. They just opened one up in the South Side. That's fire.
I'm going to take these recommendations.
Yeah,
Next time
we
I
like
go
eating out. Bridgman's used to be amazing, but I think they kind of got a new chef or something.
Okay.
No diss to the chef.
It's tasting different?
Just tasting a little different. That's all.
We get it. We get it. Dream museum or gallery to show your work in, if any?
Culture & Co. My wife's building a museum.
Yes!
Yeah. She's we're raising money for it now, but
it's gonna be amazing.
Yeah, the way she's approaching it. I mean, most museums that we've been to, they usually come from some really wealthy heir or someone that, because museums, they don't really make money for real, and so for her to do it as a curator that didn't come from wealth, but she's still doing it as big, like on the level, a multi-million-dollar museum.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I'm excited for that because
that's great.
That is a different type of legacy. Like I know my art will outlive us.
Yes.
But to have an institution
that
can be intentional about the message, like I think that's so powerful.
That'll be dope. Are we gonna get? Well, I don't know if she knows this yet. We're gonna get like her own version of the Met Gala. If she has that, put a bug in her ear because I love to show up.
You know they people gotta pay to go to the Met.
Well,
like them tickets.
Yeah, they high.
It's like this whole time I was thinking you got invited and you get a +1 and you just go. But apparently it's like
you gotta pay. Hey,
you gotta pay.
Y'all gonna be on that level where y'all can and people gonna be wanting to get it. It's gonna be the hottest ticket in Chattanooga.
Look, I was on some couches. Look, it's 2012. I don't know. I used to be frivolous, but not anymore.
Not the way this
not like this.
All right, artists alive or dead you'd love to have coffee with.
I got a lot of them, but Marvin Gaye.
Really?
Yeah, if not Marvin Gaye, Bob Marley. If not Bob, Tom Petty. If not Tom, Prince. If not Prince. Like the list is just so long.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Okay, one word to describe your art right now.
This isn't fair because this is a word I made up. Poenguardia. So I'm not going to use that word.
What does that mean?
It's like a style in which I paint in.
Yeah.
But if I had to say a word, I would say, these are good questions.
You see?
I think I don't know. Man, that's another good question. I don't know, because it's like 9 words in my brain right now.
Okay, give me 3 out of those 9. Top 3
I
out of
don't
those
even
9.
know if they make sense as individuals.
It's
but
okay.
One is healing.
Mm-hmm.
Another is like there's a nearness. But I don't know if that makes sense to, you know, but it's like a nearness, like approachable. And another is spiritual. Yeah, even when, you know, I don't know. I don't want to get too.
We love God over here.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool.
You gonna talk about?
I mean, you never know.
Hey, we gonna talk about God because He's doing some things. Look.
Oh, God is the greatest. Oh yeah.
I literally, I kid you not, I was in this really dark space recently, and I was just like, oh my gosh, why can't I hear God? Because I'm thinking like, something happened. Give me a sign. Like, tell me why this is happening.
Yeah.
And I'm like boo-hoo-hooing, like, and I'm doing this for like a week straight. And then the last time I was just triggered, and this was like 2 days ago, and crying again. Then I'm like, it just hit me. It's like I was grieving the Holy Spirit. So it can't come around. He can't come around. I can't have nothing because it's a whole bunch of blockage here emotionally, and the judgment is not going to be clear. So once I was able to like surrender, I realized that. Then I was like, you know what, give it to Him, because whatever it is, it happened for a reason. Even though I don't know, He's working on it, and it doesn't mean it's the end because I'm still here.
Yeah.
So
that's beautiful.
You got to still be hopeful and just keep the faith, because it's something that He's protecting you from that you don't even understand right now, but soon you will understand.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you also can't torment yourself in trying to understand right now. You just got to go with faith. Just like you said, walk in. What'd you say?
Pray with your feet moving.
Yeah. You just got to keep doing that.
You got to keep doing. If you just pray, I mean, that's cool, but you got to get up.
Yeah. And He's telling you, like, throughout the day, He's telling you what to do. When you pray, if you really listen, He's telling you what to do. Now, your voice might just be a little louder sometimes, depending on where you're at in life, but He's telling you, so just listen. You
know what's interesting is that feeling that you got maybe like 8 or 9 years ago. I remember a similar feeling where, well, I won't say similar because I don't know exactly the feeling, but it was almost like I was kind of going off the rails a little bit. I know, like, bro, what are you doing?
Yeah.
You're wilding. Why are you doing this? I'm driving to somebody's house. I'm like, man, look, bro, it's 1 a.m., man. Why are you doing? What are you doing? Watch some Netflix. You know, but and then it's wild because afterwards, in my private, you know, I'm at home now, and I'm praying, and then it's that feeling where I'm like, I don't even know if that one left the room. It felt like it hit the ceiling and just fell back on the floor, this prayer. Like it was just the weirdest feeling that I had. I was like, yo, I gotta chill. Like I kind of got scared. And so it took like 3 or 4 days before, when I prayed, I felt like, okay, all right, I felt it.
Yes,
like
yes.
I almost feel like God is a word that we have for it, but I feel like God is you got to experience it.
Yeah, you have to.
And when you experience it, I think you get to go on a real safari. You get to see how big God is, you know.
But you also have to be in a space to receive it.
Oh, yes.
Because if you're not, like, it's just like you're hungry and someone gives you an apple and you're like, I don't want this, then you're really not hungry.
Yeah.
You know, so if you're not in that space to receive it, it's just not gonna.
You're absolutely right.
You know? So that's why I'm like, God is amazing. And it happens when it's supposed to happen. And I was literally just watching a sermon this morning. Sometimes it has to get ugly and funky for you to get on track.
I mean, unfortunately, yeah.
So
it'd be like that sometimes.
Yeah. No, well, thank you. That's so dope. Thank you for playing the game.
Absolutely.
Oh my gosh. Now I have one last question.
Okay.
In a world full of noise, what do you hope your work whispers?
whatever answers will eliminate any more questions, I guess. Like, you know what I mean?
That's deep.
Yeah.
It's like poetry right there. Oh my gosh, that's deep. So thank you so much, Mr. Genesis the Greykid, the artist. I'm going to say art royalty because that's what you are. All right. We're looking forward to this exhibit at the Walden's Club, May 16th. At the
Walden Club.
6 to 8 p.m. Come through, support. It's free, y'all.
Yeah, it's going to be a good time.
Right. So come out, support. We love it. And I'll be there. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah,
you are going to do great things. The missus is going to do great things. Please think about this gala thing that I just pitched out there. But everything is going to work out in God's timing. It's amazing. So thank you. Thank you for coming. For letting me even talk to you.
No, I appreciate you taking time. Again, like,
No, thank you.
You could have been doing anything else. So I appreciate it.
Thank you.